What am I doing with my hands? I don't know. Hello, my fam. TGIF, or whenever you're watching this, thank you. So much goodness to get to today, including a Miley Cyrus exclusive, as well as drama with Rihanna, IGGY AZALEA, Jennifer Aniston, also talking JORDYN WOODS, Jenna Marbles, and more. But today, I want to start off with Snooki, whom I love. And I've been a big fan of the Jersey Shore star for a long time. She said something that I think is really bad, problematic, dangerous, specifically about the baby mama of Ronnie Ortiz-Magro. It's been headlines for weeks, but especially over the last week after Ronnie's arrest, there's been a lot more talk. And she said something specifically casting doubt on the bruises that Jen Harley got. Let me read to you what she said, okay? I should preface this by saying she said all of this on her podcast. I got a podcast. When you have a podcast, you want people to listen. So you're going to say things. But I think she believes this. This is what Snooki said. I feel, so as I mentioned, she had these bruises. A lot of us have seen the bruises on Jen Harley that allegedly Ronnie Ortiz caused. There were paparazzi photos taken. Addressing that, Snooki said, I feel like she went out intentionally to get a photo of her. You don't have to be wearing a tank top showing your bruises and the bruise on your leg. She's wearing booty shorts to show it off. You can go out with your daughter and have lunch, but cover those up so it's not a thing. She wants it to be a thing. She wants to show off her bruises. And then it got way worse. She said, we don't know how she got the bruises. That sounds to me like she's victim blaming. Now, I don't like Jen Harley. I think that she's very problematic herself. But she is a victim. Simple as that. And we shouldn't come for victims. Simple as that. Even if we don't like them, and I don't like this woman. But she did not deserve that. I fully believe, first of all, the police and Jen Harley, that Ronnie put a lot of snow up his nose and went on a rager against her, and with her child and his child in his arm, chasing her with a blunt instrument. I don't know, I'm disappointed. I guess I expected more. You know, I believe Jen Harley, and that's her truth, so why shouldn't she go out and make money off of that? Because let's get serious. It was clearly a staged photo op. That happened to her. She should be able to exploit herself, I say. Plus, hello, Snooki is a reality TV star. So is Ronnie. That's what they do. They exploit themselves and their lives. Seems very hypocritical of Snooki, for her to criticize Jen for exploiting her life when that's what Snooki does for a living. I hope Snooki watches this and addresses it, because she knows I like her a lot and I support her, but this just, everything about it. And then especially, we don't know how she got the bruises. If she and even if Ronnie didn't cause them himself, it was as a result of the altercation. If she wasn't fighting with him, if he wasn't fighting with her, that wouldn't have happened. According to reports, though, Ronnie and Jen are over for good. Sure. I'll believe that when it happens. I think that if Ronnie Ortiz-Magro was not famous, or I should say a reality TV star, because he's still a D-lister. D-plus list. Maybe C-minus. No, D-plus list. Like almost C-minus list. No, okay, I would say C-minus list. Even though he's a C-minus lister, if he wasn't known, I don't think Jen Harley would still be with him. Speaking of Jersey Shore, oh my God, have you guys seen the trailer for the new season? I'll link to it down below so you can check it out, but there's a reason why they get paid more than the cast of The Hills. Don't share this bit of information. But I know everybody. I know the Jersey Shore cast. I know the Hills cast. I know people at MTV who didn't cast me in The Hills, but whatever. Their mistake. The Jersey Shore cast gets a lot of money per episode. I mean, not as much as they used to, but still like a good amount. They get paid at the minimum that they get paid is around $100,000 per episode. Some I think get paid even more. The Hills cast make half of that. The Hills also wasn't the huge comeback smash that Jersey Shore was for MTV. But you know what? People aren't even watching TV anymore. They watch YouTube. You know who joined YouTube? JORDYN WOODS. Welcome to the family. Although I think this channel is way more entertaining, and so is my The Perez Hilton Family personal channel. If you're not subscribed to that one, please subscribe. And also, by the way, everybody's joining TikTok. Like literally over the last 4 weeks, I have seen everybody join TikTok. I am on there too. If you're on there, make sure you're following me. I'm at Perez Hilton on TikTok. And also, hello, look at me wearing my Fram merch. I've got a sale going on all day today and tomorrow, ending Saturday. What day is Saturday? The 3rd, the 12th? I don't even know. Saturday the 12th. All day Saturday, today, until the end of the 12th, 10% off all my merch. And the merch shelf below here on YouTube or directly at buypopstuff.com. That's buypopstuff.com. All you need to do to get your 10% off is enter the promo code PMKINS at checkout. That's PMKINS. We have hoodies, t-shirts, iPhone and Android covers, mugs, and more. So check it out, buypopstuff.com or at the merch shelf below. All right, I've set a Miley Cyrus exclusive. It's got to do actually with The Hills and her boyfriend, Cody Simpson. I don't reveal my sources, but they're good. Sources tell me that The Hills is actively pursuing and trying to get Cody Simpson to join the show for the next season. And his team and him have not shut it down yet. They haven't said no to MTV. They haven't said yes either. I'm told MTV is offering him a lot of money right now to join. And not only money, but the ability, like, sometimes a show uses storylines as leverage or as dangling a carrot in front of talent. They have told Cody, we will make your music and your swimming, which he's doing now professionally, a part of your storylines. Whereas in the past, like, they would have never covered something like that on the show. Now they're willing to, have the MTV vehicle promote his music. I doubt, though, that Miley Cyrus will let Cody Simpson be on The Hills, especially because her most recent ex, Caitlyn Carter, I'm already forgetting her name. She's D-list, D-, working her way up to D. That's why Caitlyn Carter, I don't even know. That's not what I was trying to say. It's the end of the week. That would be juicy, though. If Miley dumps Cody anytime over the next few weeks, though, he's totally in there like swimwear. All right, I mentioned Jenna Marbles. Congratulations to Jenna Marbles. She is an OG YouTuber, and unlike most OG YouTubers, has maintained relevancy on the platform. I don't know the secret to her longevity, the secret to her success, but she's still here, and people still care about her on here without having to resort to silliness like Trisha Paytas. Jenna just celebrated a milestone, hitting 20 million subscribers, and she celebrated by filming herself taking a nap. Do any of you guys watch Jenna Marbles? If so, what is the secret of her longevity on YouTube? I don't think she's really changed up her content much over the last 10 years, has she? Like, what has she done that has gotten her to where she is and maintained her there? I don't know. But I do know that I have the most amazing fam. That's you. People like Hot Like Hero, Hot Like Hero, Hot Like Hero. People like Bethany and Anna Patton, who super chatted me yesterday. Thank you for hitting that dollar icon. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Also, Lady 10, Leslie Ann H, and Carrie Henkel. Carrie Henkel, Leslie Ann H, Lady 10, Anna Patton, Bethany, Hot Like Hero, Hot Like Hero, Hot Like Hero. That was a bit much. But I feel all of that for you guys. Honestly, anybody who gives just $1, that's really all I ask, and people go above and beyond that. I ask for $1. If you enjoy my videos, if you can give $1 a month, that is the goal. Like, this is my Patreon. I don't want to do a Patreon, and I'll explain why. I enjoy making these videos. I don't want to have any hidden videos on YouTube memberships or anywhere else because I want everybody to have access to them. And also, for me, YouTube is a way to make money, but I'm not myopic. I know that this is a great opportunity that could lead to more opportunities. You never know who is watching. This could lead to more, or this or that, or whatever it may be. So I don't think I'm gonna sign up for Patreon or do YouTube memberships. I just ask if you can, at one point, at any point, either on this channel or my The Perez Hilton channel, just give $1 a month and try to give one a month. Okay, enough of my spiel. It bums me out. This bums me out because even though I don't love everything she's released, I do still consider myself a fan of IGGY AZALEA, the rapper, who never, ever has gotten respect from her peers. The hip-hop community does not like IGGY AZALEA. Even her former mentor, T.I., just this week was talking trash about her. T.I. said while promoting his new Netflix show, which also stars IGGY AZALEA, which also stars Cardi B, he said of IGGY, "I'm still actively looking for another female rapper who can undo the blunder of IGGY AZALEA." He's referring to having signed IGGY AZALEA to his label. He says, "That is the tarnish of my legacy as far as being a music executive is concerned. To me, this is like when Michael Jordan went to play baseball." Well, IGGY responded to T.I. saying, "Imagine thinking I was his biggest blunder. LMAO, Tip, sweetie, we have a whole list for you." And then she continued with another tweet. This one she deleted. "The tea I could spill on what bull blank this is. But at the end of the day, I think people can see it's clear he's salty. He's a huge misogynist and has never been able to have a conversation with any woman in which he doesn't speak like a fortune cookie." What does that even mean? In which he doesn't speak like a fortune cookie? I don't get that. Can you guys explain that to me in the live chat or the comment section down below? What does that mean? That he doesn't speak much? Like that he's dumb? I don't know. Some fortune cookies can be very wise. All right, I mentioned some Rihanna drama, and actually it has to do with her Vogue interview. And the interviewer revealing the following. In the article, the interviewer, Abby Aguirre, says, quote, "Normally, I bring a list of questions, but I didn't have time to prepare one, which I make a split-second decision to confess. I'm winging it, so you have to help me," I say nervously. Rihanna flashes a grin that is somehow both reassuring and mischievous. Aren't we all? What? You're interviewing Rihanna for Vogue and you don't have a list of questions? I don't care what the excuse is. If you just found out you're interviewing Rihanna and you have to get to her, call a Lyft or an Uber, and in the drive that you're being driven there, in 5 minutes, write some questions. Like, that's just unacceptable. Like, that got me heated. That got me heated. I'm heated today. I just had a coffee. And now I'm having water because everybody in my house is getting sick and I'm trying to fight that. Stay hydrated, y'all. October is when we start getting sick. I think I'm getting there. Like, I'm a little congested. Okay. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, according to a new report, are considering moving to Canada. I mean, maybe that's true, but I'm calling BS on that. If he were to move to Canada, he'd have to resign from official royal duties, right? Like, there's no way he could move to Canada full-time and be a full-time royal, right? I don't know. I'm still thinking about those Swedish royals who didn't want to be Swedish royals anymore. I don't know. If I was a royal, I'd want to stay a royal. I'd be like, how lucky am I? I don't have to work. I mean, I can work, but like, how many days? Like, there's no, like, what is really expected of the British royals? Like, there's no, like if you work 1 day a week at one event, they're not going to criticize you for not working more, are they? I don't know. We're having a conversation here. You might know more than I do. All right, some updates. I'll make this brief because Matt Lauer's accuser calls his response, quote, a case study in victim blaming. And Ann Curry also came out in defense of the accuser, calling her very credible. If you care more about that, you can read up on it on PerezHilton.com. Also, Cuba Gooding Jr. has been charged with a new crime in his groping case. I could say that. And let's move on. But before I do move on to Jennifer Aniston, I want to thank Eve Jane. Oh my God, you guys have been so beautiful and just sending so much love in the super chats to me recently. Thank you, Eve Jane. Thank you, Amy Bunster. Thank you, H Wild Life and Art Style. Thank you, Regan Tarala. And thank you, Michelle Lay. As my mom does this. All right, Jennifer Aniston just came out criticizing the Marvel movies. She says, quote, it wasn't until the last couple of years when these streaming services were just sort of exploding with this amount of quality that I actually started to think, wow, that's better than what I just did. And then you're seeing what's available out there, and it's just diminishing in terms of it's big Marvel movies, or it's things that I'm not just asked to do or really that interested in living in a green screen. She goes on to say, I love the era of Meg Ryan. I want that to come back. I just think it would be nice to go to a movie theater, sit cozy. I think we should have a resurgence. Let's get the terms of endearment back out here. You know, Heaven Can Wait, Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles, Goodbye Girl, blah, blah, blah. What's with all this Marvel hate? I don't know about you, but I love Marvel movies. When I go to the movies, I want full-on escapism. That's my favorite kind of film to see. And I don't even get to go to the movies that often except to go see kids' movies. Speaking of TV, where Jennifer Aniston is going to be starring with Reese Witherspoon in a new Apple series, Alfonso Cuarón also signed a deal with Apple. Interested to see what he does there. Lily Reinhart of Riverdale is coming out with a book of poetry. I mean, I haven't read any of it, so I'm not gonna make fun of it because it could be good. If you're a Lily Reinhart fan, I'm sure you'll love it. It comes out in May of next year. And finally, the X Factor UK is doing something different this year. Really cool. Simon Cowell had the idea to do a celebrity version of the X Factor UK. Celebs competing against each other. Kind of like The Masked Singer, but without the masks. I love that. I wish they did that in America. Maybe American Idol could do it because they could use a stunt like that because Idol gets no buzz. American Idol should totally do that. Or like Idol All-Stars. Like, or a combination. Like Idol alums and celebs. ABC, get on that. And maybe I could be involved somehow as like a judge, a fourth judge. Spice up the judging panel. I'm delusional. Delusions of grandeur, but you got to still dream big. Thank you, my fam. Reminder, PMKINS, PMKINS. That is the code for 10% off my merch at buypopstuff.com or the merch shelf below. Hit the notification button and make sure you're following, subscribed here and my personal channel, The Perez Hilton. Super chat me now. You still got some seconds or more than a few seconds if you want to do that. Get a personalized video greeting from me on the Starsona app or directly at starsona.com/Perez Hilton. Listen to my podcast, The Perez Hilton Podcast with Chris Booker on Apple Podcasts or directly at perezpodcast.com. Sign up for my newsletter at pereznewsletter.com. Find me and the website across social media, not just on TikTok, but also Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Snapchat. Read PerezHilton.com every day throughout the day. Share this video. And of course, hit the like button and leave a comment down below as well as in the chat box because liking and commenting help with engagement and help my video be seen by more people. I love you. I thank you. You've got impeccable taste. You know that? You watch this until the end. You are. Mwah!